What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Scythe, and we are back again for some more Diablo 3. Hi, how y'all doing? Hope you're doing fantastically wonderful today. Hope this video makes your day even better, everybody. If you would, please use your tornado spell on the like button. It would help me out more than you know. And without further ado, we're gonna get right into the action, because lately we've been talking about some of the different gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. Kind of covered most of it, though, so we're just gonna go nice and quick here. Get right into it, because this area ends up being, well, we'll see whether or not it ends up being a little bit difficult. Also, you'll have to excuse if you end up hearing it during the recording. I got my cat sitting on my lap, and yeah, he's purring like crazy, so GG. But anyways, this area was another area in the harder difficulties. Oh, listen to me, Mr. Expert. I would run this area a lot back in the day, so I'm really feeling quite nostalgic and happy. Haha, that we are here, and I love destroying all of those things. Oh, those ghost enemies suck. At least we one-shot them. Thank goodness. Level 15! Okay. I wonder what abilities we got today. Man alive, I didn't expect us to level up that quickly. What did we get? So we got a new, so we got Electrocute. This one is so cool. I love this ability. We're going to use it because it's beautiful. Then we also have our Frost Ray has Numb. Increase the slow amount and causes the Ray of Frost to sometimes freeze enemies. That can end up becoming a very powerful tool a little bit later on. We also have Wave of Force has its first rune. Wave of Force repels projectiles back towards their shooters and knocks back nearby enemies and slows them. That sounds pretty cool too. I'm gonna take that one over our beautiful tornado for right now. And even though we do have a bunch of gear, that kind of makes our arcane spells a little bit stronger. I don't care, man. I love chain lightning. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's like Emperor Palpatine. Oh man, and as a singular, like, oh man, it can chain up to 3 times as well, which makes it very, very good. Such a good, like, really good crowd control for a singular attack, you know? Oh my goodness gracious. Well, you know what? Let's try this. There we go. Yep, we can zap them both, even though they're not really weak to it. Yes! Well, that's causing a little bit of damage. We're not really causing that much, though, are we? I will have to resort to using our black holes of destiny. Because, yeah, maybe those guys were resistant to lightning or something, and I didn't notice it. I don't know. Not like it's that important on at the beginning of the game, though. Listen to me. Now, is the cave that we need to go to? Yeah, here it is. Okay. So there's also a waypoint around as well. And one of the things that most people would end up doing for the speed run of this area is you would end up going and getting yourself the waypoint so that we could end up leaving this cave right away. Oh my goodness, we gotta get in here and get these guys. Leaving the cave right away. Oh boy, okay. And use the waypoint to get back to town and stuff like that. Hee hee. It's mostly these dudes that are scaring me. I'm trying to keep an eye on everything. Oh my goodness gracious. I gotta remember, too, that we can actually reflect the projectiles back at these dudes, which is very, very nice. Projectile reflection! No, well, that was too slow. I didn't know that we had to wait for our cast time to end up finishing. Oh, man, alive, no. This is getting intense. It's because of these jerks, because they spawn, like, infinite skeletons. It can really be a problem. Although it really is beautiful, and that was a lot of fun. It's about time we actually had something we had to work towards. We grabbed the weird orb thing. And there's more enemies down here, which usually can end up, yeah. Another one of those jerk faces, I knew it. And a chest. That's what I was looking for. Even though it just gave us a resource, that's okay. That'll still work out. Get out of here, you! This lightning is not particularly, I was gonna make a lightning pun, but I don't really got one. But yeah, it's not as zappy and dangerous as I thought it would be. It's still a good one. I still really love this spell, especially if you end up getting your hands on some like attack speed, then it can end up being really, really a really good crowd control spell. But most of all, it's because of the runes. Because you never really want to have any of your spells or attacks or anything like that without any of your runes, because of course it's just going to end up making them miss out on having an ability, right? Because there's not really any advantage to not having them. Ooh, no! I don't like that ability. It keeps us stuck. Well, we've got all these spells where we gotta get in their face. Oh man, well, at least we're doing quite a bit of damage with our arcane blast. Oh man, I knew that enemy was gonna get in the way. There we go, get destroyed, and me as well, because I totally didn't end up catching the fact that that ice was underneath us. GG. Hello, last one. Get him. I don't even care. Destroy him! There we go. Garbage. And a frenzied shrine, which that's gonna give us some attack speed, which is always nice. Where is the waypoint? I remember it being like, usually it would only generate in a couple areas. Maybe that's changed. Yeah, normally it would only generate over here. Maybe it's kind of somewhere in the middle instead, but oh well, that's okay. Variation makes it cool. I'm not against it. Makes it more interesting. Now, I think... Get out of here, you. There's another cave in this area that we gotta go into to get another orb, which it looks like... Oh, there's the waypoint. Okay. Boom. Which means that the cave is down here? Right? Just right around the corner here. Yes? No? I don't know. Ooh! That looks deadly. I like it. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be nice. Oh, I see. There's the boss enemy over there. And those are just his minions, so we gotta try and take them out as quick as we can. Get away from me, you! I love the knockback on that spell. I was wondering why it wasn't knocking things back in the first place, but I guess that was just because we didn't have the rune. So rip me. Take that, you. Give me another garbage blue item. Oh, man. And our frenzy ended up helping us out perfectly for that. Ah, there's the other cave. I knew it was by the waypoint. There was always one that was by the waypoint. Maybe it was always this one. Yeah, actually it was. Rip me for thinking it was by the other one. Warriors past. Cave in. And a protection shrine, which I'm going to grab. Yep. Oh, boy. Electrified minions, huh? That means our electricity isn't going to cause much damage to them, but that's okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Get them, Templar! Yeah! I don't care if we're taking damage from him. He's not going to end up being that strong. That's right. Like, look at him. Just sitting there and tanking it. Man alive, these enemies. They're really aggressive, aren't they? Ooh, lots of baddies! Ha-ha! Yeah! I just wanted to kill more of them at once. Okay, so now we would end up... Actually, I think we can just do this right now, right? Yeah. So we warp back to town. Normally, we could end up going and getting to the waypoint, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. Because now we cheat a little bit, if you can even call it that, and just take this waypoint as a little bit of a shortcut. So there you go. There's my tip of the day. Because I'm clearly an expert at this game, even though I wasn't strong enough to end up handling the last act in the hardest difficulty. The old hardest difficulty. That was back before they had all this tormented difficulty stuff. I don't even know what that's about. We get the beautiful, yeah. Fracture time and space around your target, slowing enemies around you while you move unhindered. Oh. And then we also got this one, Glass Cannon. Increases all damage done by 15, but decreases our armor, which I don't care. We will do that anyways because it's beautiful. Time Barrier! Oh, I love that. I love that. This is one of my favorite skills in the game. Even if it's not particularly good for, like, my playstyle, I still love it. And that Glass Cannon passive is very game-changing as well. Oh, look at that! Isn't that beautiful? Dude, and the amount of customization that you have with that, we may end up making a build around that, because I just love this skill so much. It's so beautiful, man. There's also, like, a little bit later on, you end up getting a rune that can end up generating, what is it? It's like enemies' projectiles will be slower, or another one that makes it a little bit of a smaller area of effect, and instead it will buff you and your colleagues. Oh, look at that. We keep our chain going when we're killing or attacking enemies. Aha. I didn't know that. Boom. Slow them all down. Oh, man, such a cool skill. Get back and then get slowed again. That's actually a really nice combo. Lets us keep enemies at bay, which is beautiful, man. Oh, I love it so much. Get out of here, you. That's so cool, man. Like, I love that spell. That legit is my favorite spell in the game. Just visually, it's just so beautiful, man. And the amount of customization that we'll end up getting later on, I'm just so stoked for that. I remember, like, back when they had, like, all the trailers and stuff like that for this game when it was first coming out, they were showing that ability as well as some of the different combinations that you can end up using with it, and it's just so cool, man. Like, they took that straight out of StarCraft 2. Or maybe it was the other way around. I know that they invented that orb. I think it was in StarCraft 2, actually, and then they brought it over into Diablo 3, because one of the abilities ends up doing something like that. I think it's the mothership from StarCraft 2, but anyway, that's a really odd reference. I gotta remember to use that orb as often as possible, because this is gonna make things so much easier for us too, because we'll be able to keep everything away from us, which means it complements our glass cannon very, very well. Oh man, I love it. Come on! Shut up! Shut up, crazy lady, let me grab the thing! Everybody has to have a nice little piece just to say things, right? Hum. Give me that, give me that. Is this any good for us? No, of course not. Shoulder pads, we could end up getting better shoulder pads. Return the glowing sword to New Tristram. I'm down for that. I am so down for that. Let's get out of here. Hello, stranger. This is for you. I don't know what it's supposed to do, though. Or does it? Talk to the ferryman. Oh, that's right. That's right. So we'll probably get to this next section right here. The next waypoint, rather, because there's going to end up being one that generates kind of a little bit further on in a church area. That's another one of the artisans. That's the gem guy. So you eventually we'll end up getting socketed equipment, and we can end up finding gems out in the world, and you can combine them with that guy. And of course, just based on what level the artisan is, it's going to end up allowing us to combine higher and higher tiered gems. Of course, it's very, very pricey to do so, but it means that, of course, just a higher quality gem is going to end up giving you better stats of whatever the ability is, right? I know we could end up using our time barrier, which is beautiful. Yes, it slows down projectiles. Never mind what I was saying. That means we can knock it back at them. Okay, so I totally thought that it was a special rune that ended up making it so that we could do that. But nope, it's not. Turns out that it's just a part of the passive ability and doesn't actually tell us. I love it. That's my favorite ability. I don't care. Who are you, you weird hobo? Screw you. I'm just gonna go without you. It's so... Oh, man. I love it. I love it so much. Let's see if we can nail him with his own ability. Oh, we knock him out of the way with that spell, unfortunately. Well, we did end up knocking it back at that guy, which is nice. Nephilim Valor, and then let's grab all of this health stuff. Get out of here, you weird special enemy. You too, Ladybug Boss. Nobody likes you. Now, this is another area, that could end up being very, very powerful just a little bit later on. Woohoo! Because of the next enemies that end up getting summoned in the harder difficulty. Again, here I go with the harder difficulty, right? Helmet. Legendary helmet, no less. These guys. These ones are tough. They seem to be, well, they're doing a little bit. They're not really that much damage, though. Ooh, our cooldown almost runs out just at the perfect time to push them away, except if they're right in our face like that. Yeah. My barrier will protect me. And we got another level up too. Oh, so awesome. I love this game. Legendary, legendary, legendary. Give it to me. Okay, weird people. I don't know what you're doing, but instead we're going to talk to this dude and go into the building and do stuff. We'll take a look at that legendary when we go back to town in 2 seconds here, because there's going to be a waypoint and a bunch of junk. We grabbed it, blah, 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 blah. She's a crazy lady. Oh, no, she's got butterfly wings, and she doesn't know what to do with them. Now we go into this house, and plot twist kind of cutscene thingamabob. What ends up going on here is... what? I don't know. I guess I'll leave it in just because... whatever, but unfortunately I have the speech a little bit low on all the characters, so you're just gonna have to read the subtitles down at the bottom. Normally I would be quiet for these scenes. Instead we're gonna end up being quiet for the actual cut scenes that end up happening. Yeah, I think if this is the part that I think, then this is where everybody hated this part, because there's Deckard Cain, who is really like an amazing character, and he's all weak. There's the chick that ends up doing evilness a little bit later on. I don't know, there's something about that butterfly chick that I just really don't like. It just reminds me of like a World of Warcraft enemy, not something you would end up seeing in Diablo, you know? So there's that stranger captured, and we gotta go save him from the final boss of the act. You can't die. Oh, that's right, Deckard Cain just dies randomly here, doesn't he? Which, he's a huge staple character in the series, so it was really weird that they tried to make it all deep and stuff like that, which I'm not saying that you can't like the story. I'm just saying that for myself personally, didn't really care, and most people didn't really care for it. I wish we ended up getting that sword. It is beautiful, but that's actually the sword that we have to go and give to the stranger. And then right there, plot twist told us that he's actually an angel, which is the angel Tyrael, who is another big-time character from all of the other Diablo games, right? So the lore itself is really, really cool, and if you like the lore of games, I would recommend reading up on it, because it's really, really neat. But yeah, for the stuff in this game was just kind of like... I don't know, I think they had like a different guy writing the story or something, or gal, I don't know, and it was just kind of like, yeah, whatever. So you can pause to see any of that dialogue if you actually care. What did we end up getting? We got our storm armor already? Wow. Surround yourself in a magical storm that electrocutes enemies, and no other special abilities. That was the only one. However, we did end up getting a piece of gear right here, which grants less experience, but it does give us more damage. I do like damage, and it also gave us a little bit more defense as well. And then here's our legendary helm. Let's see what we ended up generating. Looks like a crown. Ooh, Leoric's crown itself. Dude, that is so cool. So it's just crazy stats better, and it's got an empty socket. So that's where the socketing comes in. Intelligence, blah, blah, blah. Increases the effect of any gem socketed into this item by 75%. Wow. I'm gonna take that, and let's see, what do we got for our gems here? These were gems that I had on my other characters, so I don't care. I'm gonna steal this one, which gives 20% more experience. Yes, please. Let's plop one in there, because I don't care. Wait, are these the better ones? 20%, that's 25. Rip me, I put the wrong one in. Should have put a better one in, but that's okay. I don't care. I just wanted to do that, even if it's a little bit cheaty, you know, because that's stuff from my other character, I know, but whatever, who cares? And at least we look beautiful now. Oh man, yeah, we look sick. And I like the crown too. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna end up calling it here for today, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching, very much appreciated. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody.